Welcome to NFL Daily. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Let's update our NFL Power Rankings post-free agency edition. Of course, there are legitimate players still unsigned, but the show must go on. We're 2 weeks into free agency, so let's update things. Number 32, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It appears that they're in full tank mode. Good luck to Gardner Minshew this season. Number 31, we got the Washington Redskins, Ron Rivera in his first year as NFL head coach. We'll see what Dwayne Haskins does in year two. They've lost a lot of key players, probably a couple of years away from contending. At number 30, staying in the NFC East, we got the New York Giants. Dave Gettleman, he loves interior defensive linemen. That's why he franchise tagged Leonard Williams, new head coach. We will see how Joe Judge can perform in year one. And then the Cincinnati Bengals at number 29 actually spent some money, brought in quarterback Darqueze Dennard, a couple of other pieces, expected to draft Joe Burrow, AJ Green under the franchise tag. Be curious to see how things go in year two under Zach Taylor. Tough division in the AFC North for Cincinnati. I want you guys to shout out your favorite team in the comments section. Go ahead and let me know. We like to gauge our audience and find out which teams are being most represented in the comments section. So go ahead and shout out your favorite team down below. Keep power rankings rolling here. Let's go to the Carolina Panthers. You know, everybody assumes they're in rebuild mode. Maybe they're just retooling. Cam Newton's out. Teddy Bridgewater's in. You bring in Robbie Anderson. Matt Rule is familiar with him during his time at Temple. I'm fascinated to see how that team looks. They added Trey Boston as well. The New York Jets come in at number 27, got some help for Sam Darnold, added a lot of pieces on that offensive line, still need improvements at the wide receiver position, but I do like that defense. Number 26, the Detroit Lions. They've added several Patriots players. If Matt Stafford can get back and get healthy, they could have a chance to compete in the NFC North. And then the Denver Broncos at number 25, not super active so far in NFL free agency. Did sign Graham Glasgow, the offensive lineman, did get Melvin Gordon. Otherwise, stayed pretty quiet for the most part. Stuck in a tough division in the AFC West. I want to tell you guys about a jersey deal going on right now with our partner Fanatics. Chatsports.com/NFL jerseys. Hundreds of these are on sale when you use promo code LILAC. That's LILAC. You can get your favorite player on your favorite team, whoever it is. You can get NFL jerseys on sale, the legitimate Nike ones, none of the knockoff stuff. By the way, this Patrick Mahomes one, when you use promo code LILAC, it's less than $60. It's the best deal out there. Chatsports.com/NFL jersey. The link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. Take advantage of this jersey sale today. Let's keep our power rankings rolling here, and let's go to the Miami Dolphins, number 24. Spent a lot of money, added some veteran pieces, got to see what things look like at quarterback. But the AFC is pretty open for the first time in a while with Tom Brady leaving. More on where the Patriots land here in a little bit. Number 23, the Atlanta Falcons. You lose Austin Hooper, but you trade for Hayden Hurst. You bring in some pieces, Dante Fowler on a 3-year deal. I'm intrigued by Atlanta. I'm not convinced that they're going to bounce back to show. Got them at number 23. The Chicago Bears come in at number 22. Lots of moves this offseason for the Bears. You trade for Nick Foles. It looks like a quarterback competition could be brewing in Chicago. I assume Foles will be the guy. Jeremy Fowler reports it will be a competition and that Trubisky could actually have the inside track. You add Robert Quinn, Jimmy Graham, re-sign Danny Trevathan. Adding, a lot of changes for the Chicago Bears. We'll see how things look in the 2020 season. Question for you guys, though. Who should be the Bears starting quarterback? Type T for Trubisky, type F for Nick Foles. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section. Keep things rolling here. At number 21, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. Tons of moves by John Gruden and company. I like what they've done in free agency. They've added a lot of quality players. They did give Marcus Mariota a pretty fat contract for a backup quarterback. I'll be curious to see if they let him compete with Derek Carr. But you add Corey Littleton and Nick Kwiatkowski at the linebacker spot. You get some pass rush help with Malik Collins and Carl Nassib. Add a player like an Eli Apple. Lots of moves by the Las Vegas Raiders this offseason. Let's stick on the West Coast. Let's go to number 20, the Los Angeles Rams. Don't love what they've done. They didn't get back Michael Brockers after his deal with the Ravens. fell through, but you cut Todd Gurley. Clay Matthews is gone, lost some other pieces as well. Yes, you have Sean McVay, Jared Goff, and some good receivers, and of course Aaron Donald, but that is a brutal division in the NFC West. The other LA team, the Los Angeles Chargers, I love everything they've done. I just don't know who their quarterback is. Is it Tyrod Taylor? Can you go the distance with him? I'm not so sure, but I like the Chris Harris move. Added some other key pieces as well. I like what they've done this offseason. Better LA team, type R for Rams, type C for Chargers. Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section. Who do you think the better team in Los Angeles is? Go ahead and let me know. How about the Arizona Cardinals, one of the highest risers, I would say, from the last time we did our power rankings during the regular season. We've got them at number 18. I love the moves they made. They steal DeAndre Hopkins in a trade for only a second-round pick, and you dump David Johnson in the process. Devin Kennard, Devondre Campbell, quality players as well. And I'm a big fan of Jordan Phillips. He's a really good defensive tackle. I love what Arizona's doing. Do not be surprised if they're a sneaky playoff team this upcoming season. And then number 17, a team I don't love what they're doing, is the Minnesota Vikings. Lost a lot of pieces on defense, extended Kirk Cousins for big money. It's not that I don't like Cousins. It's just that team's identity is running the football and playing defense, and their biggest priority was extending Kirk Cousins. Don't know how I feel about that. I think they are a regression candidate for sure. I want you guys to subscribe to Chat Sports because you're probably stuck at home and bored. So why not watch us? We're plugging out videos every single day on the NFL and doing some NBA stuff as well. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. We've got NFL draft coverage. Free agency is still ongoing. When Clowney signs, we will be here to cover it. So go ahead, hit that big red button. You see the link below, YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Get into our top half here. The Houston Texans. The AFC South is still manageable. I think they could still be a playoff team, but man, Bill O'Brien, your credibility is dropping by the day. Number 15, the Cleveland Browns. I am a big fan of the moves they've made, but I was a big fan last year, and they went 6-10. There's no more excuses for Cleveland. You get Austin Hooper, you get Jack Conklin, you bring in a quality backup quarterback in Case Keenum, you add BJ Goodson. I like this team, on paper. Baker Mayfield's got to play better. This offensive line should be better with Conklin in there. You add Andrew Billings and Carl Joseph, quality players on defense as well. I just think that if the Browns don't make the playoffs this year, when are they going to? I don't know. Number 14, the New England Patriots. Obviously, it was split at Chat Sports. Me, Mitch, and Tom put together our list, and I had the Pats lower. I don't know how this team's going to be. But the AFC East is still manageable. You still have Bill Belichick. We'll see who plays quarterback up in New England. Number 13, the Dallas Cowboys. You bring back Amari Cooper, franchise tag, Dak Prescott. You lose Byron Jones. You lose Robert Quinn. This defense worries me a lot. I'm not sure that they can win the NFC East over the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting to the top 12, and you go to the Indianapolis Colts. I think you upgrade at quarterback here. Phillip Rivers is an upgrade over Jacoby Brissett. He will play much better behind that offensive line than he had in the Chargers over the last several years. Number 11, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're going to get back Big Ben. I think that'll make them an instant playoff contender. They almost made it last year with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. If Big Ben is healthy and close to what he used to be, I think the Steelers will have a chance to win the AFC North. Number 10, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, probably the biggest winners in free agency. You get Tom Brady. I mean, that is a huge deal, both from an on-field standpoint and a ticket sales standpoint. Let's be honest. You re-sign JPP and Ndamukong Suh. You franchise tag Shaq Barrett. I think this roster's in good shape. I would like to see them add a upgrade at the running back position, but we'll see if they can do that maybe in the NFL draft. Number 9, the Philadelphia Eagles. They were pretty quiet for a while, and then they traded for Darius Slay. Big fan of that move. I think I would have them as my early favorites in the NFC East, especially if Carson Wentz can stay healthy. But what do you guys think? Who wins the division in the NFC East this year? Type C for Cowboys, type E for Eagles. Go ahead, cast your votes down in the comment section. C for Cowboys or E for Eagles. Number 8, we got the Tennessee Titans as we get into our top 8 of our NFL power rankings. Look, you got to love what they did during the playoffs last year. I'm a big Mike Vrabel guy. I'm a believer in him. I think that they can continue to grow as a team. You brought back Tannehill. Derrick Henry's under the tag. I love that defense. I think Tennessee is going to be solid this next year. Buffalo Bills, number 7, probably your early favorites to win the AFC East. You get Josh Allen, a number 1 receiver in Stefon Diggs. You added a lot of good talent, Mario Addison, Quentin Jefferson, Vernon Butler, Josh Norman. We'll see if Norman can bounce back. I think there's legitimate belief that this is the year Buffalo dethrones New England in the AFC East. The Seattle Seahawks come in at number 6 as we approach our top 5 on our post-free agency power rankings. You know, not a ton of moves here. We'll see if they bring back Clowney. I just believe in Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll. Maybe that's too much belief, but they just keep on winning games. They keep going to the playoffs. I just like what they do up there. Number 5, the Green Bay Packers. Again, kind of like Seattle, pretty quiet overall. Did lose Brian Bulaga, but, you know, I just like Aaron Rodgers. I was impressed with Matt LaFleur, the coaching job he did in his first year, and they've got a legitimate defense now. So I think Green Bay is going to be just fine. Get another receiver in the NFL draft. We'll see how they can continue to retool that offense moving forward. All right, before we get into our top 4, who is the best team in the NFL as we sit right now? Is the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending champs? We'll see where they land in our top 4. Is it the Saints? We haven't gotten to them yet. Go ahead and let me know who you think the best team in the NFL is. Speaking of Who Dat Nation, here's the Saints. We got them at number 4. I love what they've done in free agency. Look, you get back Drew Brees, obviously, 2 years, $50 million. I was surprised when he signed a 2-year deal. Doesn't mean he's going to play 2 years, but means that he's at least considering it. You add Emmanuel Sanders, one of the best receivers on the open market, to pair with Michael Thomas. Malcolm Jenkins is a big-time locker room guy, good player as well. He's an upgrade from Von Bell. I think the Saints are going all in for the next couple of years to try and get that Super Bowl. Number 3, the San Francisco 49ers. As we keep things rolling here, you know, you bring back Eric Armstead. Yeah, you had to trade DeForest Buckner. He couldn't pay everybody, but you get the number 13 pick for him. That's pretty good value, all things considered. Jimmy Ward, Ronald Blair back. Jimmy G, just take that next step forward. This team's going to be fine. You know, they're going to be able to run the football. We know they're going to play defense. Need a receiver because you lost Emmanuel Sanders. But I think at number 13, that is almost a certainty that they will draft a Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, one of those guys in the NFL draft. Okay, we just went over the 2 NFC teams in our top 4. Who has the most wins in 2020? Who has more wins, I should say? Type 4 for 49ers, type S for Saints. Go ahead and cast your votes. I know I had the 49ers higher. I kind of like the Saints a little bit more, but go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Top 2 here. Let's get to the Baltimore Ravens. I'm a big fan of what they've done. 5th-round pick for Calais Campbell. Are you kidding me? It is great value. Went ahead and extended him as well. Matthew Judon's under the tag. Yeah, the deal for Michael Brockers fell through. That sucks, but they'll be fine. I like that defense. Lamar Jackson's going to continue to grow as a player. And you got a 2nd-round pick for your 3rd tight end in Hayden Hurst. That is great work by the Baltimore Ravens front office. Big fan of what they've done. I'm excited to see what this team does as Lamar Jackson continues to get older. And then the number 1 team, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, not super active in free agency, but good team. You know, most of your key players are still on the roster. Yeah, you got to replace Kendall Fuller, probably re-signed Bashad Breeland when it's all said and done. Emmanuel Ogbah's gone as well. But you brought back Mike Pennell and fullback Anthony Sherman. You added special teams guru Antonio Hamilton. You add a rotation offensive line, Mike Rimmers. Chris Jones is back on the franchise tag. This coaching staff is excellent. Steve Spagnuolo did wonders with this defense last year, and we all know what Andy Reid brings to the table as well. So to just quick recap here, we'll go rapid fire, 32 down to 1. Jacksonville, Washington, the Giants, and the Bengals start things off from 32 to 29. Then we go Carolina, the New York Jets, Detroit, and Denver at number 25. At number 24, we got the Miami Dolphins, Atlanta at 23, the Bears at 22, and then number 21, we've got the Las Vegas Raiders. Top 20 here, we got the Rams and Chargers, both teams out west. The Cardinals, I like what they did a lot. And then the Minnesota Vikings as we move into our top half. The Houston Texans at number 16, the Cleveland Browns at number 15, the New England Patriots at number 14, and then at number 13, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. Top 12, the Colts coming in, Steelers at number 11, Buccaneers at number 10. Obviously, they added Tom Brady, and then the Philadelphia Eagles at number 9. Tennessee comes in at number 8. Buffalo comes in at number 7. The Seattle Seahawks are number 6, and then the Green Bay Packers are number 5. And then our top 4 teams are the New Orleans Saints, the the San Francisco 49ers, Baltimore Ravens, and yes, the defending champion, Kansas City Chiefs.